welcome to Marina's kitchen. Today I'm going to make some bread rolls, but I'm going to have some onion and bacon on the top of them, so I want to show you how I do them. First of all, I'm going to do my bread dough, okay, because this has got to stay and rise for about an hour. So what I've done here, I've got 500 grams of plain flour, and I've got a dessert spoon of yeast and a dessert spoon of salt. And now we're going to mix that all together, and I've got here about 300 grams of warm water. Just keep on adding the warm water until you get like a nice soft dough, and then this has got to rise for about an hour. So just keep on adding the water until you have a nice soft dough. After it's risen for an hour, you've got to make your bread rolls, okay? So we just have to keep on adding a bit of water. I just want to make that a nice soft dough. I don't want to make it too wet. Just keep on mixing it around until you think you've got enough. Okay, that looks really good. I might add another little bit. It doesn't even take the 300. Just have another bit and just let that, cover that up, let it rise. You can go off and do a bit of washing or do something else until this rises up a good hour. And look, that's really nice. Just put it all together like that. Just put it all together, lovely soft dough. That is just what I want, that beautiful soft dough, not sticky, lovely. See how that is? That's a beautiful dough, just lovely, just nice. Just keep on mixing that all up like that. Now sprinkle a little bit of flour on top of it, and we cover it up. I'll just wash my hand. We'll cover it up with some cling wrap, and that's got to rise for about 15 minutes. Okay, so put that away. Just cover it up with some cling wrap. Okay, and look, just let that stand. Cover it up with a cloth. Let that stand for about an hour, and then you can make it up into the little bread rolls, which I'll show you how to make them up. Now, what I've done is, I've done an onion. I'm going to put the onion and bacon on the top. I fried an onion, and then I just put in some chopped up bacon in there. It's only about 100 grams of chopped up bacon. I didn't cook the bacon too much because it'll cook onto the bread roll. So I've got an onion there, just a small onion. I've cooked it up in the pan, and I've added the bacon to it just to get it all together, okay? So that's that done. So now after that's been standing there for an hour, I do it up in bread rolls. And then after the bread rolls, we've got to let them rise again for at least another half an hour or 3/4 of an hour. So what happened after they rose, I cut them all up in pieces. I cut it up in 10 pieces, and they came out these nice 10 bread rolls. I like to do them small and flat because I'm going to put the onion and bacon on top of it. So what I'm going to do now, I'll show you. I'm going to put this onion and bacon on top of that bread roll like that. This is my onion and bacon bread rolls. The bread roll is lovely and soft. Just dip it in there like that and put that onion and bacon in the middle of it. Just beautiful. Just something different. Instead of having a plain bread roll, just have some bacon and onion in there. Don't cook the bacon too much because then it'll cook in the oven. Now these will have to rise for about another 3/4 of an hour. And put your oven on pretty hot. You need a hot oven for these, 200 degrees I mean. And just keep on doing the same thing like that. Fill them up with some lovely onion and bacon. There's about 10 there, 10 bread rolls. 6 and 4 is 10 bread rolls. And you've got just one onion and just about 150 grams of bacon. Just chop it up and put it all in. Just put a nice tablespoon in, push it in the middle. These are lovely and soft rolls. They're lovely because I just like to make it a lovely soft bread roll, and so I can push that onion and bacon inside like that. Just lovely. And you don't have to put much with it. You could just just slice it up, put a bit of butter in between it, or just eat it like that. My children are going to like this, all my grandchildren, they're going to love these. So look, I'm just going to put all that together. I've used it all up. Just put it in the centre like that. Now these will have to rise another at least half an hour to 3/4 of an hour, and just let them rise again with all this topping on, okay? So that's what I've done there. Lovely. Got plenty there. I've used it all up. Just press it down in the middle and it'll just go in the centre of them and just give it that flavour, just to be different, like just a different bread roll, okay? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to brush them with some oil. I'm going to brush them with some oil. I'm going to brush it with a bit of oil like that, on the side. Just brush them up, a little bit of oil on the side, and that'll just give it a little bit of a shine to it. That's all, just a little bit on the side. They are lovely and flat. They're nice and flat, these bread rolls. They're lovely and soft. Beautiful. Just leave them for at least 3/4 of an hour, half an hour for another while. Put them in it, put your oven on. I like a nice hot oven for these, at least about 200 degrees. And you could probably tell when they cook because they'll just go lightly brown. It'll at least be about 30 to 35 minutes, okay? Look, they are absolutely beautiful. Just something different. Look, and just sprinkle that little bit of oil on the top of them, like that. So once you have your dough done, just leave it rise for about an hour, right? Leave that rise for about an hour. Then after you make it, cut it up in pieces. Just mix it all up with a bit of flour on your bench. Cut it up in pieces and you can make 10 bread rolls out that little bit of flour dough there. And put them in the tray. Then let them rise up for about another 35 to 30 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, whatever, until you find that they've risen enough. And then put that onion and bacon. In the meantime, do your onion and bacon in the pan, and then just put it in middle like that. And look, they are absolutely beautiful. Now, I've done mine before because I want to show you the ones that I've finished making. So I'm just going to put this over here. I'm going to bake them later on, and I'm going to show you the ones that I just did. This will go to my kids and the family. Look, these are the ones I just took out of the oven. Beautiful. That lovely bacon on the top. The bread roll is beautiful and soft. The bread roll is beautiful and soft. This is a lovely bread roll, lovely and soft. And what I did was, I just stuck an olive in the middle. I just got some olives and just stuck an olive in the middle of it. Some kids don't like the olives, but I just thought I'd be a little bit fancy. I just stuck an olive in the middle of it. Look at that bacon, that lovely crisp bacon that's cooked on the top. And they're so beautiful and moist. Now, that's what you get out of this bacon and onion and bacon rolls. They're beautiful. Just something different. They keep very well. You can freeze them, put them in a container and freeze them, then just take them out. And look, you can slice that up with some butter or just have it the way it is. Okay, just something different. When I was making them for the kids, I thought, oh well, I'll go show you how to make them, what I do, this onion and bacon bread rolls. So I hope you try them, and thank you for watching. Have a good day. Thank you. Where's my thing?